Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the regular call board meeting, February 17th, 2026 at 6 p.m., located in the Estill County Board of Education Boardroom at 253 Main Street in Irving, Kentucky. This meeting was on our yearly calendar because the board team will be out of town on Thursday for our annual conference, so that's why this meeting is on a Tuesday. At this time, I would like to call this meeting to order. And we like to start by standing and saying our pledge. Do I have some young people that would come and lead us in the pledge? Do you want to come forward? Do you want to come up and lead us in the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that. Once again, there is a sign-in sheet at the entrance to the boardroom. I'd like to remind everyone, if you'd like to sign in, that sheet is there. Mr. Brock, do we have any revisions to this agenda?
We do not.
Okay. Moving forward, first on our agenda, we have some recognitions, Mr. Brock.
So we've got some student recognitions tonight. We was going to do this in January. We had a lot of bad weather, as everybody knows, snow and different things. So we pushed it off to this meeting. So this happened a while back, but we had some students that went and they were recognized for some contributions they made at the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. I'm going to let Mr. Collier brag a little bit on his kids and tell us a little bit more about that. But it was a big deal. There was a dinner. They got to go, and they got recognized that night. So very proud of them, very proud of Mr. Collier. He's doing an excellent job with our kids.
Do you need a micro? Okay. I was making sure you had it there. Thank you.
If I don't trip over myself coming up. Evening. Like Mr. Brock said, my name's Mr. Brian Collier. I'm blessed to be the MSD teacher at Estill County High School and have right now 5 of the best students, I think, in the district and possibly the state. And Brendan is one of those students that was able to make it tonight. And back, I guess it was actually in December, Ms. Hall, who's our librarian, sent out an opportunity for teachers to share about, well, she shared this program. It was the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration and Awards, and it was a contest. And I read through it and had a visual arts piece to it, poem or writing piece to it, and so I just threw it out there as an opportunity for them during social studies. One of our alternate assessment standards is looking at civil rights leaders and the impact that they have. And so as a additional add-on kind of assignment, I said, hey, let's do this. Got done with the week and had some extra time. And 4 of them chose to complete an activity. Brendan was one that did the poem, and I'll let him pass out. I only have 5 because and I'll apologize.
I have
pass
one.
That? You have one?
Yes.
Okay. You pass that out to the board members, Brendan?
Thank you, Brandon.
But as he's passing those out,
Thank you.
we were able to go up on Thursday, January the 8th.
Thank you.
Brendan wasn't able to make it that night, but 2 of his classmates were.
Do you need one?
No. Yes.
They each got
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank
So,
you very much.
Brendan was one of 4, like I said. He participated in the poetry section, and I left my cell phone back there. Let me get it real quick, Brendan, and I'll let you read your selection. Yes. So his response after doing the assignment was the following poem. Can you read that to him?
Black Lives Matter. We pray for all people that gave us the freedom a long time. Martin Luther King Jr. was a reverend of a Baptist church.
Okay, and so we submitted these, and they had categories K through 12, elementary, middle, and high school. And Wanda Washington was a lady with the Kentucky Historical Society that reached out to me and said, your students are the first students that we've had participate in this, and we want to give them all an honorable mention and recognize their effort. So we got invited to Frankfurt for that statewide celebration. Got to enjoy a good dinner and some special well-deserved recognition.
Very good.
Thank you. Very proud of us.
Good job. Thank you for coming to share with us. Mr. Brock, do you have anything further to say about that?
No, very proud of our teachers and our kids. We've got a lot of good things going on in the county, and I think sometimes when we've been out forever for snow and different things, that gets looked over, and we always want to highlight our kids and what great work that they're doing.
Okay, thank you for that. Next on our board agenda, we have our local planning committee. And first is consideration for approval of a board-appointed local planning committee member.
So this actually doesn't have to be done until 2027, but we believe in getting an early start, and because there's a lot of pieces to this, Mr. Reese and Mr. Simpson have been very good to kind of head this up. These are just kind of the first two pieces that we're looking at. The first is a board representative, so the board will need to decide tonight who wants to be the board representative on the local planning committee. And so I will let you all decide that. Somebody will have to be nominated and seconded, and then there'll be a vote on it.
Just for historical consideration, I served on that the last few years that we had that. I had served on that as the board representative. So do any of you all have any suggestions? Anybody? It's a little bit of work. They have several meetings.
Would you like to still serve on it?
Yeah.
I'm happy to still do
Well,
that.
I
I've
nominate
done
you
it
for it.
Yeah.
in the past, so I kind of know what goes on with it.
It's anybody can serve.
But
if they want
anybody
to.
can do
Yeah.
that.
I nominate Ms. Donna Isford.
I second it.
So we have a nomination for Donna Isford, so I'd like to call for a vote. I have a first and a second. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, I'm honored to serve in that capacity. And next we have consideration for approval of 3 local planning committee community leaders.
So this is, what we want to do tonight is go ahead and approve, which we have to by law, to have 3 community members, but there is an application process. So hopefully tonight with this agenda item, and we will advertise and get it out, that we will take applications from community members that to serve on this local planning committee. The district facilities plan is put together from that, which is the plan that we have to follow, as you all know, when we're making updates and different things like that. So this step is so that we can approve to take those applications, and then we will come back and approve officially and name who those 3 members are. So it's my recommendation that we approve.
Okay, I need a motion to approve for us to move forward with application process for 3 community leaders. Carrie Smallwood makes a motion, Sheila Samples makes a second. Do we have any discussion? If not, all in favor? Any opposed? And that application will be posted on our website?
We will get the application posted on the website. We'll have them at the front desk if you want to run by the central office and get them. And any community leader can apply to be on that planning committee. So,
Okay.
If they want to reach out to us on our general info, we can even email them.
if you want to reach out on general info, or you want to reach out to myself, Mr. Reese, or Mr. Simpson, or Ms. Lee, we will email you that application as well. Thank you, Mr. Simpson.
All right, next we have some action items. First on our agenda, we have approval of appointment of a 2026-2027 school calendar committee.
So this is for setting our school calendar for next year. As you all know, there is a committee with representatives. Mr. Norton heads that up every year. He's got the names for who has volunteered to be on that committee. This is approval for that committee to come together. It's my recommendation we approve.
Okay, I need a motion for approval of the 2026-27 school year calendar committee, which is a lot of work. So I need a motion for approval. Tammy Hardy makes a motion, Sharon Whitaker makes a second. Do we have any discussion?
We do need a board representative for that. Once we get it on the table for discussion, we do need a board representative, so we'll need a first and a second for that board representative within this.
I've been on it.
So first of all, we need to approve the calendar committee, so I have a first and
Well,
a
we have to get the board member on before we can approve the committee.
Okay,
So we
so-
need to go ahead and take a nomination, get them on, and then that will complete the committee, and we'll,
Okay, so, sorry.
You're okay.
Was it on
You're
our
good.
agenda like that?
I know, I should
You're
have
throwing
had
me
it
a
written better.
curveball.
So,
So first of all, I need a nomination for someone to serve on the committee. Sharon Whitaker, will you accept that
I do.
nomination? I need a first and a second. All right, Sheila Samples makes a first, Tammy Hardy makes a second for Sharon Whitaker to serve on the school committee, calendar, committee.
and,
So,
yeah,
do
so
we
that's
have
the
any
board
discussion?
decision.
All right, so,
So now we'll approve the committee with Ms. Whitaker on it. So you'll just take the vote on the motion.
all right, so I need a first and a second again.
No, you've already got
All
that.
right, so a vote.
Sorry. I'll do a better job next time.
So Ms. Sharon Whitaker has been voted upon to serve on the school calendar committee
And
with
the-
Mr. Norton,
Yeah, and the committee is approved.
and the committee is approved.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right, so moving right along, next we have consideration for approval of the following agreement with Young Smiles Dental.
It's the same people that we've used every year. They do a wonderful job. They work well with our kids and our schools with the scheduling and different aspects. It's a free service to our kids. It's my recommendation we approve.
I need a motion for approval of the Young Smiles Dental Agreement. Sharon Whitaker makes a motion, Carrie Smallwood makes a second. Do we have any discussion? If not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have consideration for approval of a shortened school day for an individual student.
Yeah, and you all know that that's for specific students. It's recommended by the ARC, but it has to be approved by the board. It's my recommendation we approve.
I need a motion for approval of a shortened school day for an individual student. Sheila Samples makes a motion. Sharon Whitaker makes a second. Do we have any further? If not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have a few consent items. We have approval of minutes of special called meeting and the treasurer's report. Mr. Brock, do you have any comments?
It's just business as usual from the meeting in January. It was a special called meeting because we had set the dates and everything for the calendar year. That's why it was a special called meeting. And I think we had the first one and then we had to cancel the second one because of some things that happened. And then we had a special call meeting to cover January. My apologies on not getting that straight. We're all a little bit out of sorts tonight, I guess. And then the treasurer's report and the paying of bills, which we have to do every month.
Okay. So I need a motion to approve the minutes of the special call board meeting in January 22nd and approval of the treasurer's report and payment of our bills. Sharon Whitaker, or Sheila makes a motion and Tammy makes a second. We are out of sorts.
We don't even know each other.
I take full responsibility. It's kind of my fault, I guess.
So, all in favor? Any opposed? The motion carries. Pay the bills, Mr. Yost. That brings us to you, Mr. Brock.
So just a few quick updates. We are a little bit down our enrollment compared to this time last year. Our enrollment is 2,032. We are at 92.74% attendance despite all of the sickness and the snow days and stuff. Hope to get that out. That's probably not factoring in our NTI days yet, which will bump that up a little bit. We always have a high percentage on that. Total enrollment, when we look at with Miss Tony Garrett Halls, we're looking at 2360. And then, so that's where we're at with attendance. We are out of sorts. Middle school update, Just real quick, we obviously are in a legislative and a budget session, and there's all kinds of things being said and going on. We are still pursuing money to continue with the middle school project. We do have the site plan and everything ready. We're just looking for funding to start the preparation of the site. I've been in contact with leadership. I've been in contact with Mr. Wesley. Mr. Smith was here today touring the building. And that's just something we're gonna have to continue to lobby for. I'm very hopeful, but we know that the wheels of government turn slow sometimes, so I can't tell you definitively because they haven't voted on it yet. We will not know for a while. But we are continuing to work towards that, continuing to make contact. I will be in Frankfurt on behalf of the school district. Other people will. If you feel so inclined as a community member, you can call up to Frankfurt and tell them that you support, that we need a funding for a middle school. The middle school was inspected by structural engineers on January, it was early in January. I've got the report actually up on my computer. Still structurally sound, but there is still movement going on. And we know that by our sensors that we have on the walls. And we've tracked that. We've tracked it with every report. So, but it is still structurally sound, no danger of falling, but there has been more movement. So I do encourage you to call if you've got connections in Frankfurt and tell them we need funding for a middle school. Because we know there's going to come a day we're going to have structural engineers in there. We're going to see something, and we're going to have to move from that building. Now, we're not there yet, and it's still safe, but we've got to be proactive, and we need this funding so we can get a middle school before that day comes. And that's all I have. We're going to KSBA this week. They have to get specific training to be on the board, and I don't think people realize how much time they do give up. It's not just meetings once a month. They do have to go to trainings, and they take phone calls all the time. But I do appreciate them. But we will be at KSBA from Thursday to Sunday. And then I don't think, over the last month, I've not traveled anywhere, so we have no superintendent travel.
And Mr. Brock, along the same lines that you shared with everyone, if you have concerns about the middle school,
Oh, yeah.
please call central office and discuss it with Mr. Brock. He's happy to share the engineering report.
Absolutely.
We want to be very transparent about all of those things, and we will have a discussion. We will share any of the plans that we have and any of the reports that we get from the structural engineers.
Yes, and we're actually not just a structural engineer, we're gonna have a building inspector come in as well. It's this coming week, Todd? Next Wednesday. So we're being overly cautious because we don't wanna put kids in a situation that is not safe. It is structurally sound, but we do need a new building, so please be an advocate for us, along with me and the board and our representatives in Frankfurt, so. But yes, if you have any questions and you wanna see the report, come to my office. Be more than happy to show it to you, walk through it with you, let you know where they're checking, what we're seeing, and even show you what movement we've got documented back for a little over a year now, so.
And just to reassure everyone, we all have a vested role in it. We have children, we have grandchildren, we have family members. We would not put them in any kind of harm, any kind of danger. That is our number one priority, is the safety of our school children.
Absolutely,
My granddaughter's 8th grader there.
yeah.
Okay.
Which I think too goes to show why we constantly keep an eye on it.
Absolutely.
We have a vested interest in it personally.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to our principal's report. Who would like to go first? West Irvin Elementary. We're changing gears. We have Mr. Trent Singleton from Estill County High School.
It's always Jeremy's fault, in case you didn't know.
You give me the go-ahead, I'm ready.
Oh, wait, I got you. Well, sit down now. I got you.
Well, my hands are so dry.
No, it's fine. Are you good, Jeremy?
He's getting you on camera, so if you'll walk around there, he'll be good. It won't have to move as far.
All right, so real quickly, I just gave you all a couple pictures there.
first and foremost, Mr. Collier and his guys are here tonight, and we want to brag on them. But I want to brag on a couple other students you see in that picture there as well. Our FCCLA members competed at the regional competition, and we had 9 categories where we won first place, which is huge. So we want to really brag on them. There's another group on there that I want to brag on too, not necessarily winning something, but that's our baseball team, and they volunteered Friday night at Night to Shine at Eastside Church, and it's a prom for special needs students. And they came and they cheered for them as they came down the red carpet, gave them a big round of applause, and then they stayed and danced with them, which was the most fun I've had in a long time. And I said, I don't know who had more fun, the people that were there for Night to Shine or our boys baseball team. They were phenomenal. So I told the coaching staff and the boys that I was really proud of them for coming to that. So I wanted you all to know that they were there too. Lastly, Thursday, we're having our prom fashion show, which is for students during the day, but for community after school. So what time is that? 5 o'clock for the community. So if you'd like to come check that out and support our kids in that, 5 o'clock in the auditorium. They've been working really hard on it too. So that's all I got. Who's up next?
Ms. Miller.
Miss Miller from West Irvin Elementary. Thank you, Mr. Singleton. Great things going on at the high school.
Thank you all so much. Well, it's been a really short February in person so far, but our students worked hard on the NTI days. We came back and we jumped right into it. This week, we're celebrating Kindness Week, so we're already enjoying that and really challenging our students to go out of their way to do kind things for others. We did have our Valentine's Day celebrations on Friday, which is always a blast, especially our after-school dance, because we got some real dressed-up students, and they looked fabulous. And then we've had a lot of staff recognitions over the past 3 weeks. We've, of course, had our counselor, Miss Adams, for Counselor Appreciation Week. We celebrated Miss Courtney last week for FRC Week, and we got to celebrate Chief Bell yesterday. So it's just been really great to get back in person, and we are just full steam ahead, really excited about this spring.
Thank you, Miss Miller. Next, we have Miss Haw from South Irvin.
Yes, I kept up some of the things because I didn't want you all to miss them. One of our highlights was we did a field trip. So we had never done that with preschool beyond taking them to the high school and right back to school. So we were in our buildings unit, and they learn about buildings within the community, and you can see the third picture over on the bottom row. We did a scavenger hunt throughout town, so those are some community buildings that they learned about. And then our 4-year-olds had lunch at the Mexican restaurant here in town. And then the 3-year-olds, we didn't take them to the restaurant, but we did get them a picnic from Wendy's. Our learning is continuing. You can see across through there some of our learning targets and our units. And then at the bottom, there's some assessment data. I'm not going to read that to you. That is, you would consider it code data probably. It is from November, December, but we're still working through that data because we haven't been very consistent in school. And we have our upcoming events would be an exercise guest. We were going to do a trip to the gym here in town, but that got canceled with our snow. So we have somebody coming in for our exercise unit. And then, good news there, over to the right, we have an increase of 3 students in January, and our funding is determined on December 1 and March 1. So any children we get before March 1, we're always glad that they get there.
Thank you, Miss Hall. Next, we have Miss Halcomb from Estill County Middle School.
Like Miss Miller said, it's been a short 6 days, but we've got a lot accomplished at the middle school. Our FPS team, our region champs, and we're going to the state. We had several kids placed in academics that are going to state as well. Our FCCLA students, we have 22 students who will be going to state. They either, those students got first or second place, but every group that we sent that day placed either first, second, or third. So we are very, very proud of those students. Volleyball, we just finished up our season, our 6th grade, our season champs and conference runners up. So that was the first time, I think, in middle school history that we've had volleyball that we've brought home some type of conference win. So very, very proud of them. We did a lot of celebrating. Like she said, we've celebrated Mike Flynn. and his last Frisky week. I'm a little emotional about it. Our Counselor Appreciation Week, we've had Miss Caudle, and she has started doing some meetings with our parents of the mornings. Her next meeting will be a transition meeting for 8th grade parents. It's Coffee with the Counselor on February the 23rd, and she's meeting with parents to talk about what they can do to help their kids get ready for high school. We celebrated our SRO, Chief Bell. He's been phenomenal in helping us this year, and we're very, very appreciative of him. Next week, we have several kids who will be going to Washington, D.C. with Mr. Flynn for the student-led conference, so just please keep them in your thoughts as they travel to Washington, D.C. So we're just happy to be back in the building.
You caught him in the Santa Claus suit, that's good.
Thank you, Ms. Halcom. I think that leaves Miss Brooke Mays from, Estill Springs.
Thank you all. That's mine up there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We'll go through them. I know you've already looked at the
I was
pictures.
wondering why that was that he had.
I think they
yeah.
were trying to follow along with what she was matching her. It didn't go. Okay. It's okay. That's okay. All right. So that first picture there was just our kids getting off the bus. Last week, they were super excited to be back in the building, and their number one question was, what's for breakfast? So we were super excited to have everybody back. In the middle there, you see our academic team that is led by Miss Christy Bledsoe and Mr. Matthew Robertson. And our academic team brought home some hardware from the regional competition. Our FPS team took first place. So we were super excited about that. I know you all are shocked. We had some snow days. And our students enjoyed those. They sent in, our fourth grade science teacher had them do some experiments based on their energy and motion unit that they had been completing. So they were sending her some videos and pictures there. So that's a little still shot of that. We too have recognized a lot of adults in our building the past few weeks. We've had school counseling and Frisk Week. That's Miss Nolan and Miss Shea there with the milk and cookies. Our school couldn't run like it does without them. There's so much love there and so much support that they put into all of our students, and we're so very thankful. We recognized Chief Bell yesterday. If you all didn't know, he also doubles as one of Santa's favorite helpers. He comes in and gets lots of hugs every day, but when he's dressed like that, he gets attacked in the cafeteria. They love him, and they love when he comes to visit. So we're very thankful for keeping us safe every day. At the bottom left, that's a team of teachers looking at winter data and making instructional plans. It seems like we have made several plans, and a plan B and a plan C, after things have changed, but we are ready to take on spring and have lots of learning and growth. In the middle there is Captain Science. Our students last week had a guest come into fourth grade science to teach a lesson, and he was exhausted when he left. He said he didn't plan on committing to a pirate accent for 6 hours. He probably regretted that a bit, but our kids absolutely loved it and went home talking about all of the fun that they had in science. Last is a shout out to our cafeteria crew. Just before we left, before all the snow and ice days, they busted out 1,000 or more meals trying to get our kids' bellies filled before we left for extended break. They did it with a smile, and we are so thankful for them, and that continued through our time off, that they would come in and serve our students as they would come and pick up meals. So we're so very thankful for our crew. Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms.
Real quick,
Mays.
let's, just make sure we show it. Here is the
A little late, Mr. Simpson, but it's okay.
because he didn't even complain, and he didn't say nothing.
Better late than never, right?
You did, I changed my routine, and I didn't know what to do.
It's okay, Mr. Simpson, we're all out of sorts tonight.
Not Thursday.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not Thursday, so. So did all of the principals report? Did I miss anyone?
Yes, I think, yes.
Okay. So with that being said, that brings us to our board member forum.
Or, yeah.
Does
Correct.
anyone have any comments on the board or anything you'd like to share? What about our student rep? Do you have anything to share?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Glad to be
Anyone?
back at school, yeah.
Anyone else? So I've had a lot of questions just about important dates. So like prom and graduation, and have we determined any of those things? I've had a lot
So-
of questions about that.
Graduation usually doesn't get set until we kind of get through the marches because we don't know what that last day is. I will address this. So we'd put a survey out to the community. Thank the community so much for participating. That's where my 2,360 number came from, Mr. Norton. Thank you. I was wrong on my 2,360. We had 2,360 people participate in our survey. 53.3% of that was parent or a guardian. 26.7 was students, 13.8 district employee, and then community members 6.2. And of that, we were looking at, the board should take all 5 days of spring break. 46.8% said yes. They should take at least 3 days of spring break. 30% said yes. So we're looking at about 76.8% saying at least 3 days. The board should leave it as it is, as 23.2. That'll be a discussion, and a decision will be made really quickly with the board so that we can let people know as soon as possible what we're going to do. I will go out on a limb and say at this point, it's going to be my recommendation that at least we take part of spring break based on our survey and what the board decides. Obviously, if people have plans, then we just need to call principals. We'll try to work with you all on that with educational enhancement opportunities, and attendance clerks and stuff would be reaching out on that. So my recommendation is going to be at least 3 days, but probably all 5. But we will make a decision, the board will make a decision on that, and then we will let the community know. If that was the case, then we're looking from going June 10th being the last day, and then you can back it up, which it actually is more than 5 days because the weekend falls there too. What's that get us, about the 3rd or the 4th? The 4th would get us out on the 4th instead of the 10th, so it would be June 4th instead of June 10th. So
If I'm not mistaken, boss, that's actually would match up to the calendar now.
that is currently out there, yes, because we missed those additional days. So that's not official, so nobody say Mr. Brock has spoken, because the board has to make that decision. But I will let you all know, we will put it out there as soon as a decision is made, so.
Does anyone have anything further? Okay, Mr. Simpson, do we have any public comments?
We do, we actually have one, it does pertain to a board.
Is it the one you sent me?
Yes.
Okay, so I answered that by email, but I will go ahead and address that because it does relate to an agenda item as a comment. The question was about shortened school day and why would we even consider a shortened school day? So a shortened school day is, like I said earlier, it is only for specific and very special cases, and the ARC makes that decision. Part of the ARC is the parent and the guardian. There are reasons for that, whether it be students come to us on a shortened school day or medical reasons or different things like that, that has to be taken into consideration. So when we're looking at shortened school day and you see it on the agenda, it's not like we're just passing them out. They're very specific, and that educational committee has to recommend it, and the parent and guardian is part of that. So that's why that would be considered.
Students' strength and vitality, that's
Yep,
that they're able to complete a day, and it is very specialized.
yes. Thank you, Ms. Bryant.
Okay, so nothing further, Mr. Simpson? Okay, with that being said, I need a motion to adjourn. Sheila Samples makes a motion, Tammy Hardy makes a second, all in favor? Thank you all for being here.